Welcome to week 2 of our review and just observation of the Logos Bible commentary on the Unseen Realm book by Dr. Michael Heiser. He's had a huge impact on my life and my late wife Laura's life as well, and it allowed us to do some things. Thankfully, that was a great final chapter of our life. So, together. And so now we're going to look at week 2 and it's going to review some of what Elohim means and then go into what it means that we are imagers of God. So let's look together.
Remember, Yahweh, the God of Israel, is an Elohim, a spirit being. But no other Elohim is him. He is one of a kind. He is the true God with a capital G. He alone is the perfect sovereign creator. He is the Most High God. Now, Psalm 82:6 says God has sons. Sons of the Most High is the phrase.
I have said, you are gods and sons of the Most High, all of you.
Who are these sons of God? It sounds odd. What about Jesus? How can there be all these other sons of God? The answer is found in verses like John 3:16, where Jesus is described as the unique Son of God. Now, some translations say only begotten, but the word actually means unique, one of a kind. How is Jesus unique? The New Testament says he is God, the one uncreated God in the flesh. None of the other sons of God fit that description.
Real important point here is that Jesus is unique. And while if you go to the New Testament, when it talks about the prodigal son and how the older brother did not leave and go out and look for the younger brother, we have a older brother in Jesus who left heaven and came down. And so he, as part of the Trinity, is a huge part of this story. He is a story.
The sons of God language made sense to ancient people. God was king, and kings assigned their sons high-ranking jobs in their government. So it is in the unseen realm. It's important because the sonship language reminds us that God wants a family. His family extends to both the unseen world and to earth, and those two families come together in Eden.
God addressed his counsel when he created the first man and woman. The counsel was already there.
So God created humankind in his image. In the likeness of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them.
God told his heavenly family he wanted to create humanity. Now, people often think God addressed the other members of the Trinity, but that is not the case. The other members of the Trinity are co-equal and co-omniscient. God wouldn't need to tell them anything. God speaks to his heavenly host here. Job 38 tells us the sons of God were present at the creation.
Where were you at my laying the foundation of the earth? When the morning stars were singing together, and all of the sons of God shouted for joy.
See that? Where were you? Talking to Job. And the sons of God were there. Again, Elohim. They were there prior to creation. When we talk about heavenly hosts at Christmas time, they're there. So don't discount, don't do what I would say, don't make a Sunday school story out of these things. Look at the Bible for what it's actually saying, and it will open your eyes up. And actually, I believe it will make the Bible more believable to the unbeliever. And that might be a hard sell to some of you, but when they look into this world and see all the evil in it, they can see there's something more at play.
The image of God concept helps us to understand how humans and the heavenly host are both like God. Both of God's families represent him. The supernatural sons of God represent him in the unseen realm, and we represent God on earth.
How do we represent God? We saw how divine beings participate in God's rule. God created humans to participate in his plan to make the earth all he envisioned and to enjoy it with him.
Imaging God is a status we have on earth, not a specific ability. We bear that status from the moment of conception until death. To be human is to image God, but God also shares his attributes with us. Beginning with Adam and Eve, we were supposed to take care of creation and develop it. God wanted the whole earth to be like Eden.
The whole earth to be like Eden. And this is where it's so important that we understand the freedom that we have when we allow God to have his way with us, and that we actually trust him, and that we get and recognize when the hell of this world is encroaching in, and we say no to that, and we look inside. So it really, we're going to look outside to the heavenly realm, to the hidden realm, to the unseen realm, and then go inside and go, where is the evil coming from? What is it within me? And James talks about that. It is always the inside of me. So let's just continue this thought about the garden and the beauty and the majesty.
The knowledge that all humans are representatives of God prompts us to see all human life as sacred. It leaves no room for racism. Injustice has no place, and the abuse of power at home, at work, or in government cannot be justified.
Man, they put a stamp on that. Abuse, murder, racism, these things are not from the Lord. And he hates them. And that is where the unseen realm of the Elohim that you're going to find out later that are outside of his will, they have an impact. But just to make it really clear, that we are called to be imagers, and we're called to do what God has called us to do. And that does not involve the anger and the hate and the racism and all those things that we at different times may allow in our life.
Obviously, the world isn't like Eden. People don't treat each other as equal imagers of God. Not even close. What happened? The answer lies in God's decision to share his attributes with both his supernatural and human children. And one of those attributes is freedom, or free will. It is freedom, not mere intelligence, that allows for meaningful choices. God didn't program his children like robots. If he did, it wouldn't truly be like him. Having freedom meant God's children might choose to rebel. That's what happened.
God's people may choose to rebel. There's a great devotional there for us. I think all of us have chosen to rebel at times. And so, not unlike the angels who rebelled, we have that same war gone inside of us. So next time together, we're going to look at part 3 of the unseen realm and begin to continue to digest this. I'd encourage you to read Genesis 1 and just sort of land there some to get yourself ready and just prepared to see it as we unfold this together. You all have a great day.